Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, let's go, Power Rangers! Testing the audio balance between the game and me. Alright. Turtle soup. Alright, I think we're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Nate Man, the Deadman. Welcome to another episode of Deadman Arcade. Today, we are playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the classic Konami arcade game based off of the cartoon of the same name. I'm playing this through the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. As you can tell, because the intro music is slightly different. I don't know if it's because of copyright or whatever, but for some reason it's not the original, like, cartoon intro music or theme. It's a slightly, like, remixed version. But aside from that, the game is basically the same. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up game where you play as the four turtles. So without further ado, we will watch this intro one more time and get started. Now, I personally did not grow up being a Ninja Turtles fan. I didn't get into it until, like, I think my late teens when the 2012 cartoon came around. I mostly knew about Ninja Turtles because of Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic, because they made videos about the Ninja Turtles movies back in the day. Like, AVGN made his Ninja Turtles 3 review, which was pretty famous at the time. And then after that, you know, I watched the 1990s movies, except for the third one, because it sucked. And I also became a fan of the 2012 cartoon, which was really awesome. And I ended up watching the two Michael Bay movies, which, not good, but they're guilty pleasures, at least. Especially the second one. I really enjoyed the second one. Despite how kind of shitty it is. So yeah, I'm a pretty big Ninja Turtles fan. I'm not saying like I'm a super hardcore fan, because I haven't read any of the comics, but I've watched a little bit of the cartoon shows. I've watched a little bit of the original 80s cartoon. I have an action figure collection that I'm trying to recollect for, because a while back I sold all my... I had a collection of Ninja Turtles figures from, like, the Nickelodeon line, 2012, and I sold them all, which I heavily regret, and I'm just now starting to recollect them again. So yeah, love Ninja Turtles. Didn't, like, grow up with it, but in my late teens I got into it, and now I really like the franchise for what it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Yep, I'm picking Raphael because he's my favorite. Let's go ahead and add send credits. There we go. Let's rock and roll, motherfuckers! Scene 1, fire, we gotta get April out. This is actually I think this is inspired by an issue of the original comics, because there's a issue where April's apartment is on fire or something. So yeah, this is the first level. Before Shredder's Revenge, there was this. It's funny how this and Shredder's Revenge start off in like a building, but the second level is like out on the streets in New York. Yeah, this fire does not hurt you. Yeah, obviously a game like this is a lot more fun if you're playing with other people. You can have a good time by yourself, but like, it's way more fun when you're playing with others. Oh, these guys are annoying because they kill you like quickly. There's April O'Neil. Anybody see that trailer for the new Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles movie coming out? Mutant Mayhem. They made Donnie sound like a little kid. It's interesting. Like the intro, like where all the turtles are like trying to cut that watermelon with the and they're recording on their smartphones. That's totally like Gen Z right there. God, I hope it's a decent movie, man. Yep, here's Rocksteady. Shit. Name it. No shell shock. I will say this about Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows. The best thing about that movie was Bebop and Rocksteady, without a doubt. Like, because they were so entertaining in that movie. You say whatever you want about that movie, but definitely Bebop and Rocksteady were the best aspect about it. They were super fun. Also, Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman was hilarious as well. Krang was pretty much a disappointment because he only showed up at like in the middle of the movie for one scene, and he didn't show up again until like the third act. And like Shredder ended up getting like kidnapped by Krang. He was like frozen and then like placed in like a container inside the Technodrome, never to be seen again. And he still remains there to this day. Because yeah, that movie did not do well in theaters. I think that movie kind of flopped. So plans to make a direct sequel to Out of the Shadows was ultimately canceled, which was ultimately not a big loss, because that movie was kind of shit. I personally enjoyed it, but it was not that great. Also, Casey Jones in that movie really sucked. Why did it hit me? Like he was not Casey Jones at all. Like he was not the freaking. He was not the vigilante that we all know. He was more of like he was a police officer, and he was kind of a dork in that movie. Very disappointing. Let me go ahead and get this pizza. Yeah, I think in this game, like the first Ninja Turtles arcade game, you fight Bebop and Rocksteady, and then you like fight Bebop and Rocksteady together, and then you fight like a rock soldier, and then there's like and then you fight Krang and Shredder. Like, I guess this was around the point where like they didn't have a lot of characters to work with, because it was sort of at the beginning of the cartoon, so they had to make do with what they had. Oh yeah, you also fight Baxter Stockman too in the robot mech thing in the sewers. But it wasn't until Turtles in Time where they released where they incorporated a lot more of the characters that we know, like Metalhead. There's like Leatherhead, Toka Razar. There's you know, Slash, more characters that than just Bebop, Rocksteady, and the regulars. Crank Shredder. I find it funny how Seth Rogen is Pumbaa from the Lion King remake and Bebop in Mutant Mayhem. It's like he's literally just a warthog, man. Shit. Just hit him once and then walk away. Touch him real quick and go. Touch him real quick and go. Touch him real quick and go. It really is the best strategy, I think. As long as you don't get hit by the gun or that. Like, just tapping the attack button over and over again on him is just useless because he's just gonna punch you away. So it's smarter to just hit him once and then walk away. Here's a half shell. Damn it. Yeah, I really didn't get into Ninja Turtles until like AVGN did his Ninja Turtles NES review, and also the his Ninja Turtles 3 review. And also Nostalgia Critic reviewed like the 90s movies, and he reviewed Turtles Forever, which was like the crossover between the 2003 Turtles and the 80s Turtles. And yes, I did watch that back in the day, that special. And that's what really like got me into Ninja Turtles as a whole. Because back in the day, when I was a little kid, I was not watching Ninja Turtles 2003. I was watching like shows like Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Those were my childhood shows. I'm a millennial. I grew up with Cartoon Network. That was my childhood. Didn't even watch much of the 2003 Turtles. I did watch the 2007 CG movie though. Not in theaters, but I had to have the DVD. What else? Oh. And of course, I played a lot of the Ninja Turtles games, like the NES games, because of AVGN. And Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo. And, I also love Ninja Turtles Smash Up for the Wii. That was pretty much like a platform fighter, but with Ninja Turtles characters. You might think Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl was the first platform fighter to have the Ninja Turtles. You'd be wrong. Ninja Turtles Smash Up beat them to it. Although that roster in that game could have been way better. Like, Ninja Turtles Smash Up, like, you have 4 turtles. April, Casey, Splinter, Shredder, Karai, Foot Soldier, the Night Watcher from the 2007 movie, Ultraminator, I guess from like the 2003 cartoon, and then you have like the 3 Rabbids. I'm like, come on, man, why would you put the Rabbids in that game? I know it was made by Ubisoft, but come on, guys, you didn't have to do that. You could have put in Bebop, Rocksteady, and like some other more familiar characters, but you put the fucking Rabbids in there. Oh yeah, there was also Fugitoid as well. Yeah, this is Baxter Stockman right here, and he's kind of annoying because all he does is fly around and drop his Mousers. Come on, dude. Oh my god. Over here, you son of a bitch! Fuck off. Raphael's cool but crude. There we go. just explodes and dies. The way that rope is tied just under April's tatas makes me feel some type of way. Feel some type of way. Owie. Ow. Get out of here. Oh yeah, another Ninja Turtles game I like. Tournament Fighters on Super Nintendo. Underrated fighting game, I will say right there. It's right up there with Fighters History Dynamite, Breakers Revenge. Like, as like underrated 90s fighting games that are actually way better than people think. Albeit kind of unbalanced, because I hear that Armagon is like the best character and he's kind of cheap. And Wingnut, I think, is also really good. I think Shredder's also really good too. That's the character I main. Whenever I play Tournament Fighters on Super Nintendo, well, technically on Here Now, I always pick Shredder. He's my favorite character. See, now you're just fighting Bebop and Rocksteady together. Because this is how they bump into each other. Because this is, you know, earlier in the series, so I guess they didn't have that many characters to work with. Away. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shell shock. There we go. We killed him. Yes, we kill. Ninja Turtles kill. Owie. I hear in the original comics, like freaking, the Ninja Turtles are way more hardcore in the original comics. I heard there's a freaking issue where fucking like Raphael and Casey Jones go around gunning down people with guns and shit. The first like few arcs, the first arc of the issue, like they fight Shredder, and like they like gore, like Leonardo gores him with the fucking sword, like it's like really bloody and gory. So yeah, definitely the original comic is definitely not made for kids. It is very much an adult comic. Very violent, very graphic. But then they made the 80s cartoon and they made it all kid-friendly. Which, of course, I could imagine, like, for the original fans of the 80s, of the 84 comic, they probably thought it was like, what the fuck, why are you making this for kids? Like, what's wrong with you? But now, like, Turtles are mostly known for the 80s cartoon. And it appealed to a completely different audience than the original source material, which I could imagine that being kind of annoying for like fans of the original comic. But you know, the Ninja Turtles cartoon is loved for different reasons, and of course it had a much bigger legacy than the original comic did. I'm telling you, man, Turtle Mania was like really big in like the late 80s, early 90s. Like freaking once the cartoon blew up, we got video games. We got, I think, the Archie comics made another Ninja Turtles comic book series that was more close to the cartoon, more accurate to like the cartoon. We got movies, of course, tons of action figures. Like, Turtles were huge. And in 2012, like in the mid 2010s, Ninja Turtles became big again because of the 2012 cartoon. Got tons of action figures, some games here and there, but not as much as before. And then we got the two Michael Bay produced movies. Ow. Shell shock. Cowabunga! So yeah, back in 2012, like the 2010s, Turtle Mania was like back. And it's a shame that kind of Turtle Mania kind of faded again. But you know, maybe sometime in the future when they make another eventual reboot, Turtle Mania will come back again. Because like living in the 2010s, it felt similar. I imagine it would feel somewhat similar to like Turtle Mania in the early 90s. Except without as many video games, I think. Or at least as many critically acclaimed video games. Like, there was an episode of the 2012 cartoon where they literally crossed over with the 80s Turtles, and they got back all of the original voice actors for the Turtles from the 80s. Like, Rob Paulsen in 2012 voiced Donatello already, so they got him to also voice the 80s Raphael. And there was another episode where, you know, the original 80s Krang was there, and he was voiced by the original guy. Sadly, James Avery, you know, passed away years ago, so he couldn't come back to voice Shredder. So they got Kevin Michael Richardson to voice 80s Shredder in 2012. Because he also voiced Shredder, the modern Shredder in 2012. He did a good job impersonating his voice, by the way. James Avery. I have to say, Kevin Michael Richardson as Shredder was really good. Oops, I accidentally pressed the rewind button. Yeah, Shredder in the 2012 show was hardcore as fuck. Like, I rewatched some fight scenes of Shredder just fucking up everybody. He was ridiculous. Like, the only character who could take him was Splinter. Until, like, the very last episodes. Damn it. Hang on, let me put more credits in. There we go. Like, there was literally one episode where he fights, I think, the 4 Turtles, Slash, Leatherhead, all at once. And he, like, fucks all of them up. Like, oh yeah, Monkey Brains was there too. But he fucks them all up. He, like, they can't even touch him. And the fucking scene where, like, back when he turned into Super Shredder, he fought Slash and Leatherhead both at once, and he just fucked them both up. No effort. There was an episode where Super Shredder fights April and Karai. Freaking, like, because in the 2012 cartoon, April has, like, psychic powers, so she lifts an entire, like, truck and, like, throws it at Shredder. He just fucking tosses it away like it's like a basketball or some shit. Like it's nothing. Yeah, Shredder in 2012 was fucking awesome. One of my favorite villains in, like, in the history of anything. 2012 Shredder is definitely a beast. And also Kevin Michael Richardson was, like, a great choice to voice him. Such a menacing character, dude. If you never watched the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon, the CGI one, definitely check it out, man. Give it a shot, because it's really good. It changes some things from the older cartoons, but I think it's really good if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. Let's see, I still need to watch Rise of the Ninja Turtles. He was trapped. I never watched Rise. When Rise first came out, when Rise first came out, I thought it looked kind of shitty because it had a lot of, like, it didn't, like, the art style was different, and I thought this show was gonna be more kid friendly, so I avoided it. But then I heard that show kind of got better, as it went along, and also the movie I heard had like ridiculous fight scenes. Like the fight scenes in Rise, I've seen some clips of that show. The fight scenes in Rise are actually incredible. Like insanely well animated, epic, dynamic fight scenes. So it made me kind of think, maybe I should give this show a shot, but like, I have no way of watching it at the moment. I don't have Paramount Plus, so I can't watch it there. At least not right now. I actually used to have Paramount Plus, so I could watch some of the old Nickelodeon shows. But after a while, I kind of canceled my subscription. I may go back at some point, but, you know, mainly just to watch Rise. Pizza time! Yeah, this is the level where we have to fight, save Splinter. We have to fight a rock soldier. At least I think that's what this is. Fucking hell. Yeah, this boss is annoying. That's the thing about these beat 'em ups. You just fucking get washed so quickly. Also, 2012 Splinter was also really good. A great character. I literally can't get out of here. This boss is ridiculously cheap. Boop. Ow. You gotta touch him real quick and go. Ow. Ow. He has a long range punch, dude. Get out of here. Ah, damn. Maybe if you, shit. I tried to, like, strategize that. Get out of here! Oh, he's blinking quickly. Fuck. Ah. Bosses are really cheap, man. This is the only thing I don't like about these old school beat 'em ups. Like, the bosses are ridiculously cheap. They're just designed to, like, take your quarters and nothing else. Damn. Yay. Crush the turtles. Get over here, you blue bastard. There we go. I wonder how many credits we spent already. What time is it? Oh, it's 5:51.
Thank you, my turtles.
My turtles. All right. Technodrome. Oh yeah, when going back to Ninja Turtles toys, I actually used to have the Technodrome toy from the Out of the Shadows movie. It was a decent Technodrome, but it's not as good as the original one. I saw like images of the original one and like reviews of the original toy. The original toy had a lot more personality, I'll tell you that much. It had like different rooms, it had like and seats and stuff, and like computer screens. There was one room specifically made for Krang, and there was one room specifically made for Shredder. There were chairs. There was like a torture chamber for like for the turtles. It just had more shit in there. The Out of the Shadows Technodrome wasn't as impressive. It was also like lighter because it was made out of flimsier plastic. It had the trap door, just like the original, where you can trap someone in a prison cell, sort of. It had the slide thing. It had the missiles on the side. It was decent for what it was, but it just does not compare to the original toy, in my opinion. I was frozen today. I gotta put more quarters in, dude. Get out of here. Move. Oh yeah, this reminds me. The NES version of the Ninja Turtles arcade game, they added two extra levels in the NES version of this, because I guess they thought this game was too short, so they're like, hey, maybe we should add 2 extra levels. And you play, I think the first new level you play in is like a zoo, and it's like frozen or whatever somehow, and you fight like a polar bear character. And I think there's another level where you fight like in like a ninja dojo or something like that. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I played the NES version. Because, like, you know, for the home release, they wanted to make the game longer. Understandable, because this game's kind of, yeah, this game's kind of short. We're already at the, ouch. We're already at the end, pretty much. This is where we fight, oh no, not quite yet. I think after this we fight Krang, and then Shredder. Ah, fuck. These fucking rock soldiers are fucking ridiculously stupid. I'm telling you, this is, again, like, they didn't have a lot of characters to work with for this game. So they're like, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, Shredder, and then rock soldiers from Dimension X. Damn. Oh my god, dude. Fucking, oh. Shell shot! Even dying is cool as shit. Shit. Freaking Irate Gamer, Ninja Turtles review. That was the one where, like, people were like, oh, this is an AVGN ripoff. Anyone that watched Irate Gamer back in the day? Alongside AVGN? Because that's all I did. What a piece of cowabunga shit! Like, no joke, I was genuinely a fan of Irate Gamer back in the 2008. Before I discovered AVGN and figured out that AVGN was way better. But I still liked Irate Gamer for what he was, you know. His videos are super nostalgic to me because I watched it when it was new. So I occasionally go back and watch his old videos just for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, here's Krang. I will say, like, even though Krang was a disappointment in the Out of the Shadows movie, I do like his toy from that toy line. I actually have his toy on my shelf right now. Yes, Krang's most infamous attack, the kick. The Ganondorf kick. Ah, shit. I was too close to his sprite. Ah, damn it. Shut Shit. No! I wonder if Donatello, would be better character for this, because he has the longer weapon. This is actually working. Shit. No! No, no, no. Shit. Shit, no! Come on, Mom, I need more quarters to beat Krang. Like, freaking... I wonder how many kids back in the day actually got all the way up to... Wow, that was easy. I wonder how many kids actually got up to the end of this game. What are you, Boris from GoldenEye? Like, cause back in the day when I played games like this, I never got to the end. I either ran out of money or my mom would not give me more quarters. Back when I was a kid. Why are there 2 Shredders? Shadow Clone Jutsu. Oh yeah, he has an attack that, like, that electric attack. It turns into a regular turtle. That's an insta-kill. This game's so cheap. Owie. Shredder's a black guy? What? Well, he was voiced by a black guy. But then again, so was Darth Vader. Oh! See? Insta-kill. Shredder! Any of you watch, shit. Any of you watch the Death Battle episode? Shredder versus Silver Samurai? It's one of my favorite Death Battle fights of all time. One of the only disappointments about it is that Shredder didn't use his Tekokage claws at all, I don't think. He only used his fucking sword during that fight. And then he turned into Super Shredder at the end. Get up. What's this helmet called again? The Koro Kabuto, yeah. This Koro Kabuto fell over. There we go. We did it, dudes. We beat the Shredder. Cowabunga, dude. Yeah. Freaked the Foots, mangled the Mousers, and totaled the Technodrome. That's turtle power! But what about the Shredder and Krang? Burned to a toast, or vaporized to milkshake, or escaped to Dimension X? Until we know, none of us can sleep safely in our beds, shells. Well, that's kind of a bittersweet ending. Okay. He's still out there, kids, so you can't sleep at night. You're gonna need some serious therapy after playing this game. But anyways, yeah, that's the first Ninja Turtles game for arcade. A fun little blast from the past. I think we can all agree that Turtles in Time is a bit better, but, you know, this game still has a significant historic value for what it did for, like, the arcade beat-em-up genre. It paved the way for other licensed arcade games by Konami to become beat-em-up games like Simpsons and X-Men. Or I think X-Men was released after this game. I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, they need to re-release the X-Men game and the Simpsons game on modern consoles, man. I want to play the Simpsons game on the Switch. Come on, Konami, get with Disney. Get with Fox. Make it happen. And do the X-Men one too. Welcome to Die. Cowboys of Moo Mesa. Alright guys, that is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel for more live streams like this one, old arcade games, fighting games, Super Smash Brothers on Saturdays. Alright, this is Deadman signing out. I'ma catch you guys next time. Take care. Cowabunga, dude! Splinter's only 30 years old? I'm not far behind from that. Wow. Well, just a year from now, I'll be Splinter's age. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.